TGIF, happy Friday, my Young and the Restless fans. We've made it to the end of the week and we're about to dive into drama-filled roller coaster of a cliffhanger. I'm going to give you a few highlights and then we'll unpack this episode. First, we see Victor wanting to use Jordan against Jack. Victoria defends Claire to Summer and Victor, and Phyllis confronts Diane over Claire. So without any further ado, let's get ready for twists, turns, and more emotional upheaval on this May 10th episode. Our first stop is Chancellor Park, where Summer and Phyllis catch young Harrison cozying up with Claire, Kyle, and Victoria. Now, needless to say, Summer is not thrilled at all about this unexpected rendezvous and rushes in with all of the fury of a protective mother bear. Now, Phyllis, being the ultimate mama bear herself, waltzes in introducing herself as Harrison's fiercely protected grandma. Now, with things take a sharp turn when Claire gets a dose of Phyllis' signature sass, and Victoria jumps right in with some choice words of her own. Meanwhile, Kyle finds himself in the hot seat as Summer confronts him about this impromptu date. Now, she's not having any of it, especially considering Claire's troubled past and the potential dangers lurking around every corner. However, Kyle was like, I think you're overreacting, and yeah, you need to chill out. But the drama doesn't stop there. Over at the Abbott house, Jack and Diane are locked in a battle over Wills over Jack's recent pill-popping episode. Now, Diane is not pulling any punches, and Jack is left scrambling to salvage what's left of the relationship. Diane, I think you need to take a step back and think about what you're saying. They had to put up with a lot. First of all, you left your son. Yeah, your son, thinking that you were unalive for over a decade. Then you brought all the drama to Genoa City with the help of some other people as well in regards to Jeremy Stark and all of that nonsense. After all of that, you got a place in the Abbott estate. You got the man of your so-called dreams, your husband Jack. And then you moved up the ranks quickly over at Jabot from being CTO to actually now being co-CEO, even over your own son, who obviously sees some mistakes in your work. Because remember, you're a real estate agent, not a CEO. So yeah, I think maybe you need to step back and take several seats, because after this, you were ostracized out of this town. And now everybody is kind of slowly getting comfortable with you around, except maybe for Tracy, because remember what she said last week. Yeah, Diane, you're walking on thin ice. They can send you right back to LA by yourself in your little tiny house. Let's not forget our resident villainous Jordan, who is still locked away in the Newman Ranch dungeon. Now, of course, she's trying to play mind games with Victor, taunting him with her twisted version of checkers while he struggles to keep his cool. Well, we all know that Victor plays chess, and he has an idea in mind. That idea is to use her against Jack. So now we got Victoria and Cole, who is navigating their own minefield of family drama. Victor, of course, being the puppet master that he is, pulling strings behind the scenes, leaving Victoria questioning her loyalties and wondering just what her father is up to. He also brought up the fact that he does not want Claire anywhere near the Abbotts, as Victoria was wanting her to be Harrison's nanny and do what she loved, which is working with kids. However, Victor, nah, just as usual, he wants everybody in the Newman fold over at Newman Enterprises. He wants Victoria to come back to work and make Claire her assistant. And Victoria was like, I'm not thinking about going to work anytime soon. And Claire, let her do what she chooses to do. However, Victor is not hearing it, and he says, oh no, you're coming back to work, and so is she coming along with you. Once Victor leaves, Victoria says, my dad is up to something, and it has something to do with the Abbotts, and he doesn't want us anywhere near what's about to go down. Somebody bring Jordan a pizza, just like Sheila had that whole pizza after being in the dungeon for so long. This girl is so hungry, and she's thinking about that vodka, but she decides not to touch it. And And finally, if that wasn't enough, Phyllis and Diane find themselves at odds over Claire as well in the newfound friendship with Harrison. Phyllis is sounding the alarm bells, warning Diane of potential dangers, while Diane kind of remains steadfast in her belief that Claire deserves a second chance. However, she didn't take too kind to the fact of the nanny situation, and at the same time, she said, "Look, Phyllis, this is not our decision. This is a decision that belongs to Summer and Kyle." And she's like, "You know what? I'm not talking about this to Jack either." And that left Phyllis looking confused. However, Diane, she took off, leaving to go to work. But again, Diane, you better walk lightly. And amidst all of this chaos, there's moments of tenderness and vulnerability, like when Kyle reaches out to Jack in a heartfelt attempt to mend their fractured relationship. The problem is that as much as they agree on the lengths that Jack took to help Nikki, what they do not agree is on the fact of undermining Diane. Of course, Kyle says that her work has been kind of shoddy, and Jack is like, "No, it hasn't. You're just jealous that you want her job." So yeah, the Abbott house got 1,000 bombs ready to explode, and I'm telling you, it's going to be interesting to see what happened in the weeks to come. Okay, so there you have it. Let's get the conversation started down in the comments section. What do you think about Victor wanting to use Jordan against Jack? I mean, Jack, you got to take some accountability in this. Or are you jealous that he, meaning Jack, even as stupid what it was, that he was the one that was able to get Nikki to actually go get help? Maybe that's the problem. Victoria also had to defend Claire against not only Summer, Phyllis, and also Victor. Victor want them to go to Newman and work together. And she like, "No, I'm not ready to go to work." And she wants to work with kids. Victor is not hearing any of this. And Summer, yeah, I'm sorry, you guys. This girl is absolutely jealous. I don't think it has anything to do with fear. It might be a little percentage of it, but I think the way it looks and how she's carrying on, it seemed like a little bit of jealousy. And then Diane. Now, as crazy of what Jack had did, he almost took his life. I agree with you on that extent. But you saying that I'm going to leave and I don't know if we can get past this. Do you remember 2022 and 2023 where they had to get through all of your shenanigans for you to get this cushy position and where you are in the Abbott family and in the Abbott business? Yeah, I think you need to sit back and maybe work through this. Maybe make it a wash between the two of you. Because other than that, you could be right back on your butt with a train quickly fast back to LA. And oh yeah, by the way, your house is already sold. So I don't know what to tell you. Also, make sure you check out the Bold and the Beautiful recap for today, as well as, yes, Steffi get the remaining part of the story that Sheila, Finn's bio mom, who he's now reconnected with, is alive, and Lee is about to confront Sheila. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on your notifications so you're notified every time a video is posted. And until the next one, we'll see you all soon. Bye, guys.